I'm hearing that you're about to be unrecognizable. You're actually undergoing one of the biggest glow ups you're going to have in your lifetime, because the energy around you is gaining momentum. I feel like you have been in this process of self-development and working on yourself. I see somebody here who has been very disciplined and devoted to their self-development, developing your aesthetic, developing your gifts, developing your skills, developing your spiritual growth as well. It has been a slow process, and maybe this is something that has been taking up some months here, or some even years for some people watching. But something that you need to know is that in the past, you've planted some very prosperous seeds in yourself and also in your life that are now going to start to show growth and movement forward. You're going to get to move forward in your life as a result of your previous efforts, as a result of the work that you did on yourself in the past, as a result of the time that you devoted to yourself, to your skills, to your craft as well. Now you get to move forward at the speed of light with the Chariot. You're going to experience a momentum, for some of you, a moment of virality, or this surging in your journey that a lot of people are going to be quite shocked by. I do feel like this is going to catch a lot of people by surprise, because what you're not realizing, or maybe you are, but let me just pick up the cards here. You're manifesting your entrance into something. I see that you are the new one stepping in the scene, or you're just going to sort of sprout out of the ground, and a lot of people are going to be shocked by this. Like, who is this person, and why are they coming out of nowhere? Why is all of a sudden this person coming up? And why do they have it so easy? That's something that I feel like a lot of people are going to be wondering about you, is like, why do they have it so easy? Something about your moment is going to feel very instantaneous. It's interesting here. I'm actually getting a lot of messages with these 4 cards. So we have the 10 of Swords, the Fool, the World, and also the 6 of Wands. So what this is saying to me is you're going to have this very sudden switch in your life, this very sudden moment of success or appearance to the world. Some of you might be stepping in the public eye. That's why I'm saying virality, or just the way that you're going to show up in your environment to the people who know you. It's going to be a very sudden moment of success, very sudden moment of recognition. And it's this energy of how is this happening to this person? Why is happening to them? It's almost you're going to be perceived as chosen for something, but they're not going to see your failures. That's something that's interesting about this, is I feel your failures are not public. The times where you've had to deal with certain tough situations in your life, or moments where you really had to rely on yourself and have faith, they're not going to be apparent to the public. Maybe you're a very secretive person. Maybe you don't like to show these moments. Maybe you like to keep to yourself and process them by yourself. And that's why it's going to sort of paint this image to the public of how is this person doing this? Why is all of a sudden happening to them? But they don't see the work you did. That's the thing. I feel like you have been maybe very secretive, not so apparent, working behind the scenes. You have been working though, nonetheless. A lot of you maybe disappeared for a while. I do get this energy of disappearance. Maybe you distance yourself from social media or just people in your life. I feel like you have been really in the process of developing something, maybe even a project that you're wanting to release, or just developing like an aesthetic as well, as what I'm hearing. So you need to trust your current journey, because it's still feeling confusing. I feel like you're at a point where a lot of you still don't have clarity about what you're doing, or maybe how you're doing things. You do look like you have your things together in front of other people, but I would say that you yourself, you still may be feeling slightly confused, or working on trusting your intuition and taking the inspired action and not changing anything if you don't feel intuitively called to do so. You're going to have a breakthrough very soon, is what Spirit wants to say. You will have a moment of clarity, a breakthrough on your journey quite soon. I also see that somebody destined is going to be interfering this journey, this life. Now, this is a person that's going to help you scale, okay? This is a person who has interest in you because they see potential and they see you as like this golden ticket, as an opportunity for them to maybe gain status or to gain wealth. But this is not in the way of them using you. This is in the way of, it's a business offer. It's a business opportunity to help you scale. It's a business opportunity to help you, you know, go from 0 to 100. And I feel like this is something that you're realizing, that you can't, you know, be independent for the rest of your life. I feel like you're at a point in your journey where you're maybe asking for assistance, you're asking for investors, you're asking for a system to back you up, because you feel like alone you can do it, yes, but with the scaling, imagine how powerful you will be with the right connection. But this is a dream come true. You're going to be met with a partner who's going to be very beneficial for you. This is a fair exchange, and trust this person. This is somebody sent by Spirit, by your angels, that is meant to interfere your independent journey, because you are ready for corporation. And I feel like you're ready to step into, you know, a higher realm here. The card that came out for you also is called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. So you have been in the process of training your soul gifts. You have been in the process of, you know, somebody has been developing their singing talent. Somebody has been developing the like their business is what I'm hearing. Somebody has been developing their art. Somebody is an author is what I'm hearing. Maybe you have been working on a degree of some kind as well, but you have been in the process of training your soul gifts, and I feel like you're ready for the next step. You're ready for the level up happening. The Leo card also came out, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. I see that you have been very loyal to yourself and to what you believe you can achieve in your lifetime. You have been very loyal to your creativity, and I feel like this process of development has helped you build this persona, this image, and the self-confidence required of you to move forward in your journey. Because with the Leo coming out, a lot of you could be very ambitious people. You could be working in the public eye. You could be a public person. You could be in the media. You could be working in very high stakes situations where the results may be very rewarding, but also there's a lot of stakes here. Maybe it's big amounts of money, maybe it's big opportunities, maybe it's big brand deals, or it's big corporations that you're working with. This is not a small job with the Leo. This is something very high level. And in a sense, if you have been feeling that this is postponed for you, it's for a reason. It's because you needed to be ready for this moment. When this reading finds you, the energy around you, again, it's gaining momentum. I feel like people are starting to pick up on you. People are starting to notice that you're going to become somebody, or something is happening within your energy field. You may feel like people are being more communicative towards you, or just leaning more into you, because they're starting to sense like something is going to happen around this person, and I want to be around them when it happens, because they also want to partake in the momentum of it, right? They want to experience this with you. So yeah, Ace of Swords. I feel like you're creating some kind of breakthrough in your life. You're about to have a very big blow up or moment in your life, this moment of breakthrough that you have been manifesting for a long time. I feel like this is something that you have been working on and developing for a very long time. And the Chariot coming in, like it's this energy, you know, surging forward, moving forward, and reaching a destination you've always seen for yourself. You also have, you're already doing it, stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. So something that Spirit wants to communicate to you is don't overthink the situation. Don't overthink, because it will slow down you. It will slow you down in your tracks. What you need to keep doing right now is keep facing your true north. As I said, that I saw 11:11 on the time, and I feel like this is a sign that you're entering a new portal. Some of you are entering a parallel, I don't know how to say that. You're entering this universe where your dream life exists. Keep working towards this, though. I do feel like you need to keep working towards this. And something that's important for you to hear is that you're not meant to follow, you're meant to forge, okay? So this is a powerful message. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. This is a person who's not supposed to follow trends. This is a person who can do it their own way and still succeed in what they're doing. I feel like you had that message, keep facing your true north. Spirit is saying, do what you feel like it's right. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink, because you're never gonna miss what's meant for you. That's also something that I want to point out. It's what is meant for you is meant for you, and you will have it. And you're not gonna miss it. Even if you overthink, you're not gonna miss it. You're still somehow going to be led to where you're supposed to go. But to make this easier for you, just do what feels right. Just keep facing your north and be the person you wish there was. You know, that's a very powerful statement. Do you feel like you can fulfill or fill a role in the world today that's missing? Is there a persona? Is there somebody who you feel like it's missing in the scene today? Maybe you can be that person. And I feel like that's how you make your space inevitable. That's how you make the space that's meant for you, for you. Don't be so distracted by trends and I feel following like certain rules, because I feel like you're somebody who's going to do this their own way. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. So you're a very spiritually aware person. You're somebody who knows how the game works, right? That's the thing. It's like you know the game of the universe and you know how to play it. And you also know that sometimes it's better to just observe it. Sometimes you know that it's the best thing you can do is actually not be a part of the game, but observe the game and be the observer of life. Because when we observe a situation, we're detached from what's happening and we're able to see the truth. You're somebody, I feel, who from a very young age, you've had this calling within you. You've had this voice that you couldn't avoid, and it's always been there and it's always going to be. Because for some reason you were aware of it since a very young age. And I feel like this is something that's very natural within you. It's very, it just was there. But I feel like throughout the years you have been developing it and you know, learning how to connect with it more in the right way. Child of the cosmos. Perhaps you're also chosen to deliver a specific message to the world. I feel like you're a channel for the universe. You are a channel for spirit. You're meant to channel in the ideas that you're getting, the downloads into the universe. So if there is anything that you want to express, you might be an artist. I feel like a lot of times artists or people who are influencers also, or like in the public eye, they are a child of the universe because, or a starseed, because they they accept the downloads that Spirit is delivering, and that's how they communicate them to the public, and we grow as a collective, we grow as a society, we evolve through those communications. And I feel like you are somebody who is also meant to deliver some messages or deliver something. Like, I feel like you're getting a lot of downloads and a lot of ideas that are meant to be received in a bigger way by the public to help them wake up or just be an inspiration, right? You're meant to be an inspiration, just the same way you had idols. Maybe you were meant to be somebody's idol. You're meant to be somebody's influence in a good way, of course. Yeah, I do feel like you're here to raise the vibration of the collective overall, because if you notice and if you go back in the years, we've definitely seen some progression in the way that people think and the way that people evolve. And a big reason for that is the media. It's what we're all affected by. And I feel like you're maybe somebody who's also meant to be in the media to have that effect and to further evolve the world. But know that you're in a period of one of your biggest transformations and stepping into your true self and identity. You're becoming extremely magnetic in this time of your life. Your appearance is becoming, you might be securing a very specific aesthetic, or something about your appearance feels like it's enhancing. I feel like you're having this moment of a glow up. You're a very attractive person, and I feel like you're somebody who's going to be known for their beauty. I'm hearing actually you're a very different kind of breed, and it fits with the, stop overthinking and follow your true north, and the fact that you're meant to break the rules. I feel like you're a different kind of breed that's not supposed to obey by the rules. You're somebody who's going to manifest their very own and unique experience in this life, and you're meant to be known for it. So yeah, I feel like that is the message Spirit wanted to communicate to you. I hope that this resonated with you, and I will see you in my next video.